We're going to pull the sniper rifle out. Oh, damn, I got sniped. Yeah, man. Miss, player. Who up on this roof? Dang. Man. Yeah, it's three of them running through the middle. Took him out. Ooh. Friday night. Bud, what's going on, Bud, man? How you doing, man? Man, I enjoyed your video. I enjoyed your video today. Yeah, man, it was nice, man. You do some wild and weird stuff, man. Oh shit! Somebody hit me with a. Oh, somebody shoot! Oh, man, he just ran up on me. Yeah. I think if I get killed this time, I'm gonna run through the tunnel. Man, hold on, man. Man, what is you talking about, Weekend Gardener, man? I'm always picking you up, man. I always try to hate, man. I be picking you up. Man, you need to get on this Call of Duty, man. Damn. Yeah, man, I was gonna get on here and just talk about some stuff, man, but it's gamer night. Y'all gaming with me. Man, so dude jumped up in the air and shot me with a pistol. I'm sniping. Yeah, but what I'm saying is they're on our side of the map. Man, this is no chips, man. I started back working out Monday. My body's hey, he tried to ram me over. Did you see? He couldn't run me over. I don't know why I was in. Man, gosh, damn. Teammate tried to run me over. This dude upstairs in that window. Come on, man. There's no way. Dude killed about 4 of us in one little. Man, it was 82 degrees here today. In order for you to see my screen, man, I'm gonna have to I gotta figure out how to use that one stuff. I ain't figured out how to use it yet. I've been trying. I think the only way that I could have it where you can see my screen is if I was on the playing through the computer. Damn. Yeah, lay down. Yeah, lay down. Lay down. Let me go get them. Let me get them trophies. Get my trophies. Get my trophies. Ah, how'd he shoot me around the corner? Get this kill streak. Come on, give me a UAV. Man, how'd I? Oh my gosh! Oh, I got shot by the tank truck. Mm. This dude on the roof right here. I need him to put his head up one more time. Mm, mm. And they ain't giving me no trophy. They're not giving me no trophies for these kills this time. Oh man, damn. Mm. Better get this kill streak. Okay, he got it. You near a vehicle? Oh man, this damn Wilson got me. Damn, I got ran over by a damn truck. Reloading. Stay with it. It's nothing. Reloading. Friendly precision airstrike inbound. Hostile cruisers launched. Oh my gosh. Oh man. What? Man, I'm getting hit by. I don't know what that was that hit me. Man, that's the second time I done got ran over by a tank, man. Oh my gosh. Man, they killed us. Shit, you ain't the only one. Yeah, yeah. So what up though? Yeah, I'm about to back out. Man. About to change his caption. About to put this. I'm about to put this Xbox. Yeah, what is my OG gamer? OG gamer X502X. Yeah. Your food laundry. Your food laundry and your coffee. I don't understand. That Red Bull does not taste good with vodka. It doesn't. That's what I was drinking tonight. Red Bull and vodka. Oof. This Red Bull is not good with vodka. But yeah, I'm on her gaming, but I'm gonna be talking too. I'm getting my voice back. I lost my voice last Saturday watching the fight. I think I might have screamed too loud. But yeah. I need to get on here and explain what happened on Monday's show, but I really don't think this is the forum for that. It's just a Friday night just kicking it. OG Gamer 50X502X. That's my Xbox gamer tag. So yeah, jump on here and let's shoot it out. Man, it's 12:30. It's 12:30, man. I mean, I guess I could show y'all the screen, but then y'all wouldn't be looking at me. Y'all be looking at me at me shooting. Cause it's really the only way I think I could. It's really the only way I think I could let y'all see the screen is to turn my camera around and point it at the TV because yeah, that's the only thing. But I think I would have to I'd have to cut the background off. I think I might get on this baseball. So you washing clothes and eating and watching the inmates at the same time? Is that what you're doing, my guy? Hold on, man. I can do this. Do 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 do. Then I was supposed to go on last night, and I had to cancel out last night because I had a date. And by the time the date was over, it was too late. So yeah, Maas Apeal went on another date. So I got another story to tell, but I'm gonna tell that story next week. Yeah, women are some funny creatures. I'm gonna leave that there. Women are some funny creatures, for real. Now I'm waiting on my homeboy. I'm waiting on him. He's doing something. I'm waiting him to come back so we can start this next match. But yeah, I got Nightbot working. I got to add some more commands. But yeah, if you type Maas Maas, it'll drop your link. So yeah, drop your link, like, share, subscribe. It was 80 degrees. If y'all wondering why I got this tank top on, yeah, it was 82 degrees here today. But I was talking to my people in DC, and it was 90 degrees or 91 on the East Coast. So man, this weather is ridiculous. Last week it was 30 degrees, and this week it's 80 degrees. Par for the course, par for the course. So is this global warming that's causing all this? I mean, what do y'all think it is? Because the weather is The weather is crazy. It's like you go straight from cold to straight to 90s. No 70s, no 65s, no 75s, just 30s, and straight to the 80s and the 90s. That's it's not even it's like you don't even get a chance to ease into the you don't get there's no springtime. There's no wind, there's no breezes. It's just 90 degrees. I think we got summer, we got winter. Man, I'm trying to figure out how you just figured at 12:30 a.m. that you're hungry, man. I don't know where my homie is, but I'm 12:30 a.m. that you're hungry, man. What the hell? Accidentally started myself on YouTube. I was like, but how was everybody's week? It's the end of the week. 2 days to yourself before you go back to the grindstone. But if you like my homeboy, the weekend gardener, that dude don't stop working 7 days a week. My best friend, he took some time off. He just started a job where he's working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, that right there is some dedication because I need some time to myself. I know that I could not work 7 days straight. I really don't know how you do it, Gardner. I do not know how you work 7 days straight. You gotta have some time for yourself, man. But yeah, y'all watching me. If you got that Xbox, y'all see the name right there, right there, right there. OG Gamer X502X. Jump on the Xbox and let's shoot it out. But shit, what's going on with everybody on this Friday night? Friday night late. At some point I may turn the screen around so y'all can see what these hands do on this Xbox. Yeah, let's go. Stupid ass fool shot me already. Teammate. Come on, man. Keep your head around that corner. On your six. We're taking the lead. Damn. Dusted him. Enemy. The fuck this stupid ass. Man, how the ain't no way that
Enemy precision airstrike. Find cover.
get on this side. Lay down.
Hostile UAV in the area. Friendly UAV on station.
These fools is camping, so I'm a camp. You missed.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
not today. Flashing coming!
UAV activated. The enemy's gaining ground. Push them back. Our UAV is orbiting the area. Enemy UAV overhead.
Dusted him.
Dusted him.
Friendly sentry online.
Throwing flash grenade.
Friendly care package in the AO. Enemy UAV active.
At him. Damn.
Friendly cruise missile approaching target.
Man, get the. Fucking bullshit.
Enemy UAV overhead. in the area.
Sorted that one.
Friendly UAV online.
Let's go down. Reloading.
Bing, 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 bing. Man. Oh, man. Come on, man.
Throwing flash grenade.
The enemy's advancing.
Walked up behind me.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Yeah, revenge. I want my revenge.
Our UAV is orbiting the area.
Stay with it.
Friendly care package on the way. Mission compromised. We've been defeated.
Oh, man. Man, load that, man, start that game up, man. Start that game up, man. So I can shoot your face in. But man, I had a eventful YouTube week. It was eventful. But it's a learning. I mean, I'm new on YouTube, so this is a new thing. I mean, and with any new thing, you're trying something different. You're learning. And some of the things that I've learned being on here is, people will present themselves as one person, but they're another person. They're really another person. So it's a learn. It's a learning curve with anything. So, and what I is that even more than in person, because a lot of these people, you've never met them and you've never been around them. So the only thing you know is how they present themselves in a it's hard to read a person when the only thing you're doing is talking to a person or communicating with them, verbal. Just these people aren't in your face on the daily, so it's a learning curve. So you learn people. People aren't perfect, so it's just like you learn, you live and you learn. You know, some people are worthy.
Укрытие подтверждено.
Some people are worthy of what you have to offer as a person, and some people aren't, because you know everybody's motives and what everybody's trying to do, and you know, is different.
Confirmed.
And a person could have ulterior motives. So you live and you learn. I'm new on YouTube. This is something new,
Enemy has the lead.
and you just don't get discouraged. I don't get discouraged by stuff like that. I mean, and then a lot of people, for them, Facebook is a way of, you know, of validating what they do. Some people validate stuff, some people don't.
Activated.
Damn, I was too far to, but you know, it's just with anything. You live, you learn.
Hostile vehicle in this sector.
Some people show you who they truly are. And I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody's an individual, but we live in an individualistic society where everybody wants to be alike. So it's kind of like an oxymoron. But the object of mistakes is not to make the same mistake twice. And the thing about that is with people, you know, you want to be around people and you want to let your guard down and you want to let people know who you really are. But, you know, sometimes that can be a bad thing. But hey, it is what it is. Come on, man. How's this thing still shooting us? Some people genuine, some people aren't genuine. You know,
Hostile sensor is
you
active.
just got to come across people that are genuine. I'm doing two things at once, so yeah, I'm playing Xboxing, but yeah, I'm talking to y'all too. Jump on here and Xbox with me.
We've lost half the field. Fight back.
Come on. Gotcha.
Tag secure. Kill confirmed.
But this new season of Call of Duty that they got going on, it's cool. They done added some new wrinkles to this game. Yeah, lay down.
Confirmed one. Ready for testing.
Yeah, lay down.
AI confirmed.
Come on, man.
Hostile UAV overhead.
What's going on, Miss 702? How you doing? Everything been good? I think I'm gonna back out after this. I'm gonna back out after this game and talk to y'all for a little bit. Well, I'm gonna back out after this game's over.
Friendly UAV on station.
Yeah, where they at? Yeah, lay down. Damn, you got me. You got me. What's up? What's the question, Miss 702? What's the HR question you got for me? I'll put my HR hat on it. I'll put my HR hat on at 1 o'clock in the morning. For you, I will. Come on, man. How this? That was some. So what's the question, Miss 702? HR questions on a Friday night. I might have to come up with an HR show. Hey, Miss 702, what? Why your weekend gardener keep on saying you for the streets? Or is he saying you not for the streets? I haven't been able to pick up on that yet. What he's saying. Miss 702, not for the streets. Okay. Yeah, we know Miss 702 ain't for the streets. Blah, blah, blah. But okay. Okay. I'm about to back out. Let's go. HR puff and stuff. Nah, we're not gonna call it that. I'm waiting on Miss. Okay, I'm thinking of pivoting into a non-technical role. Tech sales. I've been banking. What I will say is, what I will say about that is, being that you're going into a new segment, you want to you're gonna need a cover letter. Because with your cover letter, what you're gonna do is you're gonna talk about how your skills are transferable. That's what you're gonna have to outline in the cover letter that you're going to present when you send your resume, because you're going into a new field, you have zero experience, so you want to tailor your resume and your cover letter so that you can get across that your skills, even though this is a different role, your skill sets are transferable. You want to outline that in your cover letter, and then you want to tailor your resume so that it goes along with what you're saying in your cover letter. Oh, okay. That's cool. Get your certification in Salesforce. Um, um, I mean, but it's sales, so I mean, you're gonna have to give off that. You're gonna have to show where your experience translate to your personality being a salesperson. Because when you're in sales, they're looking for a certain personality. someone is going to be able to go in here and talk to these people and to get them to buy our product. So you want to show in your cover letter that um you want to show in your cover letter that, like I said, your skills are transferable. You want to outline exactly, you're going, that you're pivoting. You're making a pivot move of from one industry to another industry. You just want to outline that stuff, and you want to them to have confidence from the letter that you're writing that your skills will be transferable. So, I mean, it can be done, and there are a lot of people that are pivoting right now because a lot of people feel like whatever industry they're in, if it's not managerial or it's that they're ready to pivot while people are hiring to pivot into another career. Yeah, I mean that's basically what you want to do with your cover letter. Is your cover letter is it's what you're going to use to sell yourself and to show that, and you want to show that those skills are transferable. But it's easy to do. I'll help you. That's what I do. Now I've never talked about what I do in my daytime job on here, but yeah, that's basically what I do. Is I've been working in HR for the last 15 years. Um, I have my HR certification through SHRM, and I'm a recruitment manager for a company on the East Coast. And basically, um, right now I'm not managing anyone because the person that was under me left the company, and now basically I manage my processes, and not just with recruitment. There's other things that I'm doing. Like I just wrote a white paper. I wrote a white paper on 30, 60, 90-day orientation process. And basically I outlined how when you hire a person, that first 90 days is going to determine if that person is going to stay with the company. Because a lot of people will leave a job after a couple weeks. And so I wrote this white paper and I gave it to my manager, and basically I outlined how there should be a process, where you're introducing the person to your company in the first 30 days and showing them things. And then in the second 60 days, you're doing something else where you're basically showing them how their job and what they do is important in the overall scale of what the organization does. And then in the last 30 days, it's like, okay, you're going to set the person free and you're going to let them do what you hired them to do and to put their mark on it. So I came up with this white paper and I wrote it, and my manager liked it, and she sent it to the VP, and the VP liked it. So now this program that I wrote is going to be implemented at my job. So I don't just do recruitment. Yeah, I do. Like I said, I'm SHRM certified. So I'm not gonna front on the money that I make, but I have been doing it for a long. Now I'm not. I'm going. I will say this: like my first job out of my master's program, I was a recruiter for an airline. What's crazy is I got my master's degree on like a I got my master's degree on like a Tuesday, and this airline, it was a family-owned airline, a regional airline. They were having a open house, and basically I went to this open house on a Saturday morning, like the Saturday after I got my master's degree, and I interviewed with them on a Saturday, and I started working at this job on a Monday. So yeah, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Just like Weekend Gardner said, he said that he pivoted from counseling to IT, and yeah, you use your skills are transferable. You just have to show them how they're transferable, and it can be done. Miss 702, I'm glad you asked me that question. You got me talking about something that I really am an expert at. But yeah, if you need some help with your if you need some help with your resume and your cover letter, just let me know. We can work something out. We can work something out. I got you. And I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not gonna front, but everybody that I have redone their resume has gained better employment. I will say that. And I have people have wrote testimonials for the resumes that I've done. I mean, I do all types of resumes. I do curriculum vitae. Yeah. Um, I do resumes where you need to highlight KPIs. Um, I can do bullet style resumes if that's what you want. I can do narrative style resumes if you want a paragraph style. I mean, different resumes for different situations. I don't just have one, and that's another thing people need to understand is you should have more than one resume. You shouldn't just have one resume. You should have different resumes for different situations. You have different styles of resumes for different situations. And as you grow in your career, you want to get away from bullet style. You want to get away from bullet style because in bullet style, it's kind of hard to show what value you have brought to a company. Whereas if you do it narrative style, you can say, well, when I came to this organization, they were making, they were, they were bringing in such and such amounts of sales, and through some innovative new best practices that I started to use, I was able to add such and such percentage of profit margin to what they were making. It's kind of hard to do that in a bullet style, but when you write a narrative style, it's kind of paragraph style, you can highlight the things that you brought to the table while you were at an organization. So that's one thing people should understand is, you should have more than one resume. Every resume is not good for every situation. And I know a lot of people don't really do it, but you should use a cover letter as well. Cover letter is an introduction to yourself. I mean, I will say this: if they don't ask for a cover letter, I'm to the point now where I don't, because in my resume I have a introduction. I have an introduction that I've wrote at the top of my resume that leads into my resume. So I kind of outline that stuff now. But if I'm going for something that's going to be at a higher level, yeah, you want to use it. You want to use a cover letter. Your LinkedIn page is very crucial. I really like. I will say, to me, LinkedIn is probably the LinkedIn or Glassdoor, and these are websites and job databases where you can upload your picture. And by uploading your picture, when people reach out to you, you kind of know. I mean, as a black man, because as a black, I'm not gonna say what my government name is on here, but as a black man with my government name, um, I like having my picture because my name is kind of ambiguous. Like, a person can see my name and they could think that I was a white person. So I've had situations where a person has seen my resume and they've called me, and after they hear my voice, it automatically changes. And I mean, I know this. I've been doing this long enough where I know when they thought that they were calling someone else, but no, you got a black guy from the Midwest. But that lets you know that a lot of times it's not really based on your credentials. It's about who you know, or your complexion. Whereas when you're on LinkedIn and you're on Glassdoor, you upload your picture. The people see your picture along with your resume and your accomplishments that you've done. So if they reach out to you, they they like you. And I'd rather have organizations that reach out to me knowing that I'm a black man from the beginning. It's just me. Because like I said, I've been in situations where a person will call, a person will reach out to me, but then when we speak on the phone, they know I'm a black man, and then the whole mood changes. The whole mood changes. So I mean, this is just little things you do, and I got some. I've been really working on my website. I've been really working on my business, and this right here is like, yeah, I got some big things that are in the works. I'm about to my 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 website for my business. I'm about to monetize it. Basically, I'm about to put e-commerce on my page, and basically, there's some things I'm gonna be doing. That, I don't want to work 40 hours, but the thing about not wanting to work 40 hours is I have to come up with a tangible product that people want, that's economical, and something that's gonna be good. And I think I've come up with some stuff. No, you good, Miss 702. You good. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe. Miss 702 is up. I'm serious, Miss 702. I'm really glad you asked me that question tonight, because I may come up with an HR show, because I mean, I work in HR, and that's one of the things I was going to talk about if I'd have came on at 9:30, where basically I'm a man that's from the inner city. I'm educated, but I'm bougie. I'm too bougie for the hood, and I'm too hood for the suburbs. That's the dilemma that I run into. That's why I'm a 50-year-old guy that goes to hip hop concerts, and I can probably on my hand I can name you the colleagues that I've come across in working that I've been cool with on the outside of work, because I'm different. I'm different. I got a good job. I'm highly educated, but I'm not that guy. I'm this guy. And some people are thrown off by that. A lot of people can't read me, and I think that HR puff and stuff. Man, you talking crazy, man. You know, HR puff and stuff. But yeah, Glassdoor is really good, because the thing about Glassdoor is you can do research on the companies that you're going. You can go and you can what the, see what the people have left on their about the organization. Q Q. No, man, I hit him up, man. He was downstairs, but I think he busy. Yeah, I got some, man. You know where? I mean, yeah, I'm at the crib. Okay, we'll find. Yeah, I mean it's 80 degrees. It's 80 degrees. No, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, yep, I'll holler. But yeah, I really think that yeah, back to Glassdoor. Glassdoor is one of those websites where basically you can go and look and see what people have said about the company. You can go and you can look at what people um make. Like you said, you're looking to transition from one career to another. So with that being said, that your salary may go down. There's a chance that you may not be able to command the salary that you were making at your previous job. But if you're looking to go in tech sales, you'll I mean tech sales pays pretty good. And then the thing about tech sales is you make sales, you make good money. Tech sales, pharmaceutical sales are two sales positions that if you are looking to get into sales, tech pharmaceuticals. Because the thing about it is, if you're a good communicator, what doctor is not going to take samples of some new product? What doctor's not going to buy? I mean, pharmaceuticals is pharmaceutical sales is a very, very lucrative career. If you're looking to transition to sales, I mean, I know you're looking at tech, but you may also, Miss 702, you may want to look at tech and pharmaceutical sales. Because the thing about it is always going to be tech and there's always going to be pharmaceuticals. Always. That's one of the reasons it brings up, that's one of the reasons why I got into HR. People ask me all the time, what made you, why did you want to get into HR? Well, I didn't really want to get into HR. I didn't, when I graduated from my undergrad, I took the LSAT, I took the MCAT, I took the GMAT. And I didn't know I didn't know what I was going to do. I knew I wanted to get a graduate degree, but my first plan was to go to law school. But I didn't want to do 3 more years of intense schooling. Now I look back on it, I was so focused then that I should have went to law school because I finished my master's program in about I finished my master's program in about 3 quarters. Because when I started my master's program, 2 master's classes is full time. 2 master's classes, a quarter, a semester, or whatever. Two master's classes is full time. So I was taking 4 classes, and with those 4 classes I was taking, I mean, I was writing I was writing upwards of about 80 to 100 pages of papers between those 4 classes every week. Yeah, Miss 702, if you have pharmaceutical reps that are telling you you should try it, then yeah, yeah. There are some people that sell pharmaceuticals that make more money than real estate agents. Because the thing about it is if you then it depends on the pharmaceutical company you're gonna work for. I got a buddy that works for AstraZeneca. Yeah. When you're working for companies like that, it's gonna be easy for you to get entree into, doctors' offices, hospitals, medical centers. It's going to be easy for you to get entree into those places because the brand name is going to carry weight. So that's the thing. That's what I mean by pharmaceutical sales, tech sales. I mean, really tech and pharmaceuticals is because they're forever changing and they're always going to be there. When a computer comes out, when you see a computer at the store and they're selling it, it's already obsolete. They already have something that's better. Just like just like pharmaceuticals and drugs or prescription drugs. Let me change that. Prescription drugs. Every day there's a different prescription drug. There's trials and it's every day. So those are things that there's always going to be markets for them. That's why that's why I got into HR. People are always going to be getting hired and people are always going to be getting fired. I'm always going to. So when I got into HR, I knew that if I was good, if I found something in HR that I was good at, I was always going to have a job. Every company has an HR department. Every organization has an HR department. It's a given. So my industry will never be gone. Never. My industry will never be gone. And those are, like I said, me and somebody had a conversation this past weekend. Basically, we were talking about how the choices that you make in your youth and your middle years up to the choices that you make up to your 30, 20, 25, 30. But the choices that you make in those years, those formative years, is going to determine your life chances and how much money you make. what career field you work in. I mean, that's what when I do consultations, and I talk to people whose children are about to go to college, and I'm consulting them on things that they can do to lessen the burden on them. Those are things that I talk about. One number one thing: if you have children that are about to go to college, if you have children that are in the 10th grade and they're good students, you want your children to be taking CLEP tests. College level exam program, CLEP, CLEP. You can look it up. College level exam program. You can pay $50 to $60 to take a test, and you get a 50% on the test, and you'll get the 3 hours. And you can do that for the first 2 years of your college. So basically, those general education classes that everyone has to take when you're going to in a 4-year degree, you can test out of all of those classes. So basically, you can have a child that when they've graduated from high school and they're going to their first year of college, they can already be a junior because they've already paid $50 and took these tests and they got the hours. Yeah. I mean, and I'm glad that your weekend gardener is pointing out some of the stuff that I'm saying. Anytime that you're thinking of changing your careers or changing where you're working at, there's a chance that your salary is gonna go backwards a little bit. But the thing about that is you're making that change, you're gonna put the energy in to get back to the level or even a higher level of where you're at. So you'll take a hit, maybe, maybe not. But when you're changing careers, it's almost certain because you don't have any experience in that field. Now, you could come across some, if you're a good negotiator, that's a different thing. Because the thing about it is, your negotiation skills is always going to come in hand. Because the thing about it is, one thing that anyone that's doing the interview should know is no one can ask you what you currently make. It's against the law. It's against the law. No company can ask you what you're currently making. You can tell them what you want to make, and then you can ask them what's the salary range. But if a recruiter asks you what you currently make, you say, "Oh, you're not supposed to ask me that," because they're not. It's against the law because the companies now they are supposed to they are supposed to hire you into the range that the position is, regardless of what you've made at your last job. A lot of companies try to base what they want to pay you off of what you were making in your last job, and they can't do that. That's the way that they kind of hold salaries back for people. Is that they ask what you currently making, and you could be making say $50,000, and the job that they're paying could be starting out at 85, have a range of 85 to 105. And because you've told them you make $50,000, they're going to save money on you because they're not going to pay you 80. They're going to give you, like, if you're making 50, you'll be happy to take 65. But that's not knowing that the job is paying 85. The lower end of the range. So it's best to not tell a company what you're making. You don't want them to know what you're making. You want them to pay you what the range for the position is. So those are just little techniques that and there's ways that they try to get around to get the information out of you, but you do not have to tell when you're in an interview. You don't have to tell them what you currently make, and they're not supposed to ask you that. It's like they're not supposed to ask you about how many children you got or things like that. They can't ask you things like that. I can understand that too, Miss 702. I haven't worked in the office since COVID. Since COVID started, I haven't worked in the office in almost 4 years. I'll be honest, I ain't never going back into another office. The job that I work now, I may not ever leave that company. Because the thing about it is, I work from home now. I work from home to the point where I don't even like I still work in DC. I have to go back to the office sometimes if we have meetings or if I'm traveling, if I'm on the road, I'll travel to wherever I need to go. But if I don't never have to live in DC and have to pay those DC rent prices and the cost of living in DC, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love DC, Maryland, and Virginia. I love it. But when you can make a certain amount of money and the cost of living where you're at is 40 to $50,000 a year, and you're making, above what that is, and that range that they're giving you is for a two-family income, and you make more than that, but just yourself, your standard of living is gonna go up. It's gonna be much, much better. So, and then that's another thing with HR. I can go anywhere. There is no season for HR. You can get hired at any time of the year with HR. So those are just some of the reasons, I'm telling you this, it's my personal opinion, but I'm just telling you some of the reasons of my thought process when I was thinking of a career when I was going to college. So yeah, but making a career change is sometimes the most empowering thing that you can do. And you never know. You could make more money. You could be more successful at this. And then you never know unless you jump out there. Sometimes you and this is another thing. It's another thing in terms of, job search. Um I lied to the last two companies I worked for because they were foolish. Yeah. But what I'm saying is you don't have to. And then the thing about it is I always tell another rule of thumb is to always tell them 20 to 25% above what you're trying to make. Because if you go at them 25% more and you in a negotiation, either you're going to get a little bit more than what you were looking for, or you're going to get what you're looking for. But if you go in asking for what you're looking for, then you're not going to, you're going to, and it becomes a negotiation, you're going to get less than what you were looking for. So always in the beginning, when they ask you what you're looking to make, don't tell them. Ask them what's the range for the position. And then when they tell you the range, you say, okay, yeah, that range is good for me. Because you don't have to tell them what you currently make. But they want to try to get that information out of you, but it's your job not to tell them. This 702, we always down to talk to you, get you the real. You know, I'm hood bougie. So you need to know something about the streets, I can tell you that. You need to know about some books, I can tell you that too. Yeah, I'm a hood bougie. But like your weekend gardener said, sometimes it's about quality of life. Making a transition and changing your career, sometimes it's about quality of life. Because you can have a better quality of life in your new career that you may never have achieved in the career that you're trying to lead. So yeah, sometimes you got to bet on. Hey, I always bet on myself. You gone, Miss 702. But yeah, if you don't try, you never know. And I'm always one. I'm always one to bet on myself. I'm always gonna bet on myself because I know what I'm gonna bring to the table. I know the work that I'm gonna put in. So I'm always gonna bet on myself. If you're not willing to bet on yourself, why do you think somebody else should take a chance on you? That's why, I talk to people when, they want to start a business or they want to do this or they want to do that. But they want to do that, but then they don't want to put the work in. They don't want to put the work in. Hold on. I'll be right back. I got to open my door. Yeah, you know Miss 702, she got dial up. Man, oh man. Let me tell y'all about these cakes that my mother made. Boy, oh boy. There is not a cake that my mom makes that's why it's so hard for me to lose weight, man. That's why I work out, but man, I'm not gonna, man, my mother's cakes, man. I didn't already ate up all the pound cake your weekend, Gardner. I already ate up all the pound cake. I ate a piece of my lemon cake, and I still got about 3 or 4 pieces of my German chocolate cake. And I tell you, them cakes are so good. My homeboy's about to come in, so I'm trying to not have the camera on so he don't walk behind me. He said he was coming up the steps, but I don't know. So we go. But yeah, my mother's cakes. Woo-wee. Hey man, my mama spoils me, so I can be greedy with this. I can be greedy. What's going on, man? You're here talking on live, man, telling these people how good my mama's cakes are.
About your what?
Telling these people how good my mama's cakes are.
I'm talking about the German chocolate.
Yeah, man.
I see that motherfucker's gone, nigga.
Nah, it ain't gone. I got it sitting in here, man, because I've been, man.
God damn. Yeah, I moved it in this motherfucker room.
Man, you trying to make a run?
Where you at? What you trying to do? With some blood? What that? Hey, you ain't smoked that shit you got from yesterday, did you? No, it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before yesterday.
Gone.
Damn, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That smoking liver. I was here. Hey, I was telling the Jay the other day, like, nigga, I'm smoking an AV every day. I stay home from work. Nigga, I'm smoking like 3 blunts during the course of the day. And I tell my nigga, that's the thing. I'm smoking them 3 blunts while I'm working. And then when I get off work, I'm smoking 3 others. I'm smoking hell. Hey.
Working from home.
At the end of the day, my nigga, that's why I kind of like, I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's definitely better working than
I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do a show about that too. People that smoke weed.
When they work from home, nigga, your weed.
If you work from home and you're out there watching me, and you work from home and you smoke marijuana, do you smoke more marijuana working from home than you would not working from home? Has your tolerance gone up?
Yeah, but you have to be a recently working from, you know what I mean? Recently went from not working at home to working
See,
at
I've been
home.
working from home for 4 years.
Yeah, so do you even remember before?
I mean,
I would say it would have to, because unless you were smoking during the course of your work day.
I mean, I don't smoke, so I can't really speak. I used to smoke, but I don't smoke anymore.
When you smoked.
But I do have a medical marijuana card. I do have a medical marijuana card.
When you did smoke, did you smoke during your work day? Before you worked from home?
Before I was working from home?
Yeah, because some people do. I don't, but some people don't smoke during the course of the day at work. I never did that shit because I don't want to come back to work blow.
No.
I'm always too paranoid to
Nah.
enjoy the high.
No, but I know. But I will say this: I know people who leave work and go drink.
Yeah.
I know people who go drink on lunchtime and come back to work just spraying that Banaka, coming back into work tipsy.
But I think I'd have to drink 2 or 3 drinks to get tipsy versus
Hey, man.
one blunt.
I've worked with lawyers and I smelled liquor on them when they came back from lunch. But when you're a lawyer, man, you go to them meetings and people I mean,
You can
I've
drink
worked
as long as you ain't drunk.
I worked at a law firm where they had beer in the pop machine. I've worked I've worked at several firms where if we win a contract, the owner of the company pull out the scotch or pull out the bourbon or everybody have a drink. I've worked at places where Friday at 2:00 we close down and we have happy hour in the office. So it just depends on where area you're working in. Like banking. Bankers go to drink after they get off work. They go to Jeff Ruby's, smoke a cigar, drink a martini, drink some bourbon.
They drink during work too.
Drink during work. Lawyers.
But nobody smokes. Because you can have a drink and not be drunk. You can have 2 drinks and not be drunk. You probably get 3, 4 drinks before you get tipsy.
I would rather smoke more than drink. Because I think you got more control. I think you're more there if you're smoking weed as opposed to drinking.
I don't think so, bro.
I think so.
I think you would have just a level.
If I smoke too much weed, or if you were to smoke too much weed, you're gonna go to sleep.
Right.
You drink too much liquor, you drink more liquor, you could have alcohol poison, you could be drunk.
But the amount of liquor that you would have to drink to get alcohol poisoning, you wouldn't have the time to drink it on a lunch break through the course of the day.
No. I mean, I'm saying, I don't think that you would have. I mean,
my whole thing is if you smoke 1 blunt, you're fucking stoned. If you have 1 drink, you're not drunk. If you have 2 drinks, you're not drunk. But I smoke every day. And if it's good weed, I can smoke a quarter of a blunt and be high as a motherfucker. I drink like a motherfucker. It's gonna take a lot of liquor for me to get the equivalent of the high.
What we snitching about? Weekend Gardener, weed is legal across America. I mean, weed is legal.
And as long as you ain't saying nothing, Weekend Gardener, you ain't got to worry about them coming to your house.
Yeah, man, weed is legal.
You got a badge, Gardener? The fuck you talk about the laws for? On my podcast, any motherfucker got anything to say about anything, nigga, fuck it. The rules are there are no rules.
Yeah, man, yeah.
You think the feds is listening? They caught me with the whole joint.
But
give my last check to my
I don't smoke.
Mama.
I don't partake of marijuana now. I do have friends that smoke, and I do have friends that smoke around me. Have I hit the weed when they have been around me? I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I haven't, but do I smoke on the regular? No. And we're gonna stick to that. But weed is legal. Weed is legal in Kentucky. Weed is legal in Ohio. Weed is most definitely legal in DC. You can walk down to the Capitol and it's senators and congressmen that come outside and they be smoking weed. There is a cafe that's right across the street from the Capitol. You can walk up there any day of the week and there will be people smoking joints outside. People smoke. And what I'm saying is they didn't make lead legal they didn't make lead legal so black people could be out here smoking. They made weed legal because white people wanted to smoke. That's why weed is legal. Because white people wanted to smoke. And then another reason why weed is legal was because it was too many people that was getting disqualified for jobs for marijuana. It was too many white people that was getting disqualified for jobs because they were failing drug tests. If you have no workforce, can't make money. So they had to make concessions. Now they ain't gonna never make cocaine, fentanyl, none of that stuff will be legal. But weed, everybody smokes weed. And when I say everybody, I mean nationalities. You know, rich people smoke weed, poor people smoke weed. Anything that's legal is because the rich people want to do it, and they want to be able to do it without any stigma attached to it.
Anybody commenting on that shit? What you're saying?
Yeah.
You respond to the comments?
Yeah. But yeah, man, you can't snitch about something that's legal. But
And who would be snitching on if we're talking about it ourselves?
it's people on YouTube that smoke on their shows. There's people on here that roll weed on their shows. There's people that do all that on here because it's legal.
Right.
If it was something bad, YouTube wouldn't be letting people smoke weed on shows. They wouldn't let people roll weed.
We would have to get caught doing a crime together for anything to be snitched on.
But yeah. But the thing about but yeah, I would really like to know that for people who did not work from home, that now work from home, that smoke weed, do you smoke more weed now working from home than you did when you were going into the office?
Bottom line is, if you're smoking at home, the answer is yes.
But
Unless
your weekend gardener, you might need to turn the sound down because you are working in a correctional facility.
They want to see a working in a detention center. They gonna lock you up in there with the people that you watching for talking about weed.
They gonna put your weekend garden in a holding cell.
We heard you talking about weed. We heard you listening to somebody talk about weed, and now you're doing 20 years, motherfucker. And you done lost your good job.
Are you high? We're gonna have to put you in the drunk tank.
We heard somebody on your podcast.
But listen to this. I read something where now if they pull people over and they're high from weed, they will take you to the drunk tank. You can get put in the drunk tank for weed now. You can get a ticket for smoke. You can get a ticket if a police pulls you over, you smell like weed and your eyes is red. They can give you a ticket for being what's the DWI, driving while
driving under the influence.
Driving under influence. So now you can get a D, and now that's where the money for the state is going to come in, because if you can get a DUI for marijuana, you can make people have an SR-42 insurance for smoking marijuana. Yeah. And when you go to the dispensaries, they explicitly tell you that if they're not liable if you get pulled over for smoking and driving. Now I have been to the dispensary. Been to several dispensaries. But I'm about to take a ride. I'll be back on probably in an hour. About to go have a drink at the bar. And yeah, it's an all-nighter. So I'm coming back and get on this Xbox again. So I think somebody added me. Hold on, man. I got 3 people in my party now. Who's in here? Oh, I got 3 people in my. What the hell? What's going on? Hey, controllers on. What's going on? That again. Okay, I timed out.
Damn, I didn't even know it was 148. I didn't know it was that long. I don't think I was driving that damn long.
Yeah, man. When you out there making money, man.
Damn, what's one?
Yeah, man. Yeah, your weekend gardener, man. They're gonna put you in the holding tank, man. They're gonna cuff you to the rail and talking about you was listening to somebody talking about smoking weed.
That weekend gardener was out front for you. 100 plant operation. El Jefe.
Your weekend gardener? What you over there gardening, man?
Hemp.
You got some hemp plants. You over making hemp rope?
You got some CBD.
But what people don't know, now some of us do know, but those big old thick ropes, pause. Those big old thick ropes that was in your gym class that went all the way to the ceiling, those were hemp ropes. Hemp makes the strongest rope. Yeah. Those ropes that we used to climb to the top and touch the thing in gym class and then burn our hands coming back down. Yeah, that was a hemp rope. It's the strongest rope. It's almost if you have a hemp rope that's it's almost unbreakable. It's unbreakable. It's the strongest. Hemp is one of the strongest fibrous plants that there is. But yeah, time to go have a drink. Yeah, I'm back to the workouts, brother. Back to the workouts. This is what 51 looked like. We out.